Here we go. We are about to start our year two. Oh, sorry. Matt brought notes. I didn't. So Matt, yeah, we're technologically we're getting there. We're getting there. I know Mike's gonna have a few words saying that we didn't frame it properly or we didn't have like iPads or whatever.
Too much.
Eric,
too many times.
Stop bleeping swearing.
All that stuff.
But we still got the goods. We got what you want, which is the preseason rankings based on who knows. I'll never tell. It's basically OV ratings combined with a lot of other things. But anyway, if you don't like the rankings, you can suck it. Number 28 is for the second year in a row. That's amazing.
That's sarcastic.
No, it's not. There's something to be said for consistency. Sam, you are number 28, the Denver Rapids. Unsurprisingly, are number 28. They're an expansion team, right? They're supposed to be near the bottom for the first couple years.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So what do we think about that?
Probably doesn't make it any more fun to be the GM of the
Hey, Sam knew what he was getting into.
I know.
Sam knew.
Hey, I did the exact same thing.
And we are being way nicer because I watched last year's power rankings, and the first thing I said was, "Hey, what do you guys think of Denver's lineup?" And you were like, "What lineup?" Like,
Yeah.
wop, wop, wop. No, I think Sam had a really good first season last year. He made a lot of, from what I remember, smart moves, but I don't remember specifically what they were. Made a lot of trades.
Looking ahead to the upcoming season, for the preseason power rankings, have decided to pick a word that describes each of the 28 teams.
So you have?
Wow.
Yes. This is awesome. All right. I didn't know this was coming. This is great. All right.
Each team has a word and then a little bit of follow-up.
Yeah,
And the word for the Denver Rapids is McDavid.
Oh, well, that's a good word. Yeah,
I want that word.
It sounds like McDonald's. You can turn it around and call him McJesus. There's a lot of different ways you can spin that word. I like that.
It.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, Sam knows he's playing a long game here.
Right.
Because it's a bit of a long con, you could say.
Okay.
Voinov is really the only immediate player of value right now.
Yeah, about that, Matt.
Yeah,
we need to update you on the up-to-date legalities of NHL players.
Slava has allegedly went a little NFL this season.
Yep.
But
Good way of putting it.
he also has Seth Jones, who was really awesome.
Oh,
I'm very jealous of that.
Seth Jones, really?
And he's got Sam Bennett, who was my favorite player in last year's draft.
There's also
Seth Jones was incredible. I got to interrupt you. Kyle and I saw Seth Jones play the Victoria Royals, and he was unnecessarily the best player on the ice. The only time the Royals scored a goal against their team, I think it was Portland, was when Seth Jones slipped on the puck, and they had like a 2-on-0, and they scored on that. Other than that, Seth Jones was on. No, they're not getting the puck back. He's big, totally mobile, awesome defenseman. Anyway, sorry.
Denver also has one other player of note.
Eric Schneider?
No.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately.
David Leggio.
Oh man, Sam, your players have been getting in all kinds of trouble lately. I'm sorry, that's a good move.
That was fantastic.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we got to do the rest of the power rankings really quietly.
Lean forward.
Hi, Brittany.
If we lean forward. Hello. How's it going?
We are, but that's okay. It'll be part of it. It'll be entertaining.
Yeah, David Leggio is actually potentially the starting goalie.
My hero.
Also true.
Honestly.
It's not a bad move. It wasn't against the rules. It is. What's the new rule they've implemented? Because they've implemented the rule.
They're talking about doing a game misconduct.
Right? Yeah.
Game misconduct, yeah, I can see that. But we've seen clips in the past where goalies are very liberal with the net moving.
Yeah,
that was pretty egregious.
That was Dwayne Rollison's calling card. I mean,
that was his thing?
I thought his calling card was just whining after every goal.
Aw. You know he dressed the other day?
Yeah, for Anaheim. He was the backup.
Because he was the backup. He's their fourth string goalie.
Let's go to number 27.
Okay. Sorry, Sam. We're looking forward to... We'd like having you in the league.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Your team will likely not do well. You know what's going to happen? I'm not going to badmouth Sam because the first time I play him, they're going to beat me. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Moving on.
Number 27, the Montreal Millionaires.
Chasm, that's your team. It's raining in the parking lot?
What does that
In
mean?
the parking garage, apparently.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
As in a
Brittany,
big
do
leap.
you need help? Should we go deal with that?
No. My wife sits on council and should probably report that to somebody.
Gotcha.
At least it's not raining men in the parking lot.
It's kind of raining men in the apartment.
It's not my fault. Matt fed me like
Fair.
8% beer. I'm silly. Okay, sorry. Moving
Number
on to my
47.
Chasm. Chasm, a veteran of SICHL,
Yes.
even though it's only his... Is this his third season as a Millionaires GM?
Sounds about right.
Third or fourth? Third, I think.
Let's go with that.
Matt, what's the word for the Millionaires?
Tank.
Yep.
Tankle?
Tank is in fail for nail. That's sort of turned into a bit of a failure on its own.
Oh.
But also,
Salt in the wound.
Mean.
Drouin
It's
appears
true.
to maybe be not a bad hockey player.
Yeah, Duran complains.
And
from this
Chasm went outside the box to reach a little for Mr. Reinhardt, Sam,
Yep.
with the first overall pick.
Such a great name, though. Such an athlete's name. Sam Reinhardt.
You're not wrong.
Reinhardt kids, product of North Vancouver.
Really?
Yeah.
All true.
Where did he go in the NHL draft? Like number 5?
Third, I thought.
Oh, third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no. Second.
It was second.
Second to Buffalo, right?
Either way,
Not first.
Chasm opted to
That was
not go with Mr. Ekblad.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
I agree
the word for this season is tank, and for the past couple seasons, and probably for the
next
foreseeable
couple.
future.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's it's an art, not a science, in terms of what you can do. But I mean, really, the expansion teams, there's almost zero chance they're going to be competitive in the first couple years.
Mm-hmm.
So why bother? Why try? Well, I don't want to say why try, because they're trying, but it's fun because they're probably laying out plans that will eventually find fruition. Is it fruition or fruition?
Fruition.
Is it really fruition?
It is fruition.
Because I've been saying fruition. The reason I said fruition is because I usually say fruition, but I think that's wrong. So I was just going to say fruition, but I've always thought it was fruition.
No, you're doing it right this whole time.
Okay,
Well done.
Good. Fruition.
Proud
I'm
of you.
smart. I watch Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
We of course we adore the Kazman.
Love it.
Pleased to
love
have
a
him
lot
in
of
there.
the pieces on that team.
Yeah.
Roman Josie would love to pry that guy away from Chasm, of course.
Which guy?
Roman Josie.
Roman Josie. Tell me about it. I don't know him.
76 overall. He's playing for the Nashville Predators.
Is he their top D-man?
Oh, yeah, by quite a long shot. Yeah. You should know about him. He was playing with your boy Weber. They've been line mates for
I really like
like
Weber.
3 years now.
I really like
Ever
him.
since, or 2 years. However long Subaru's been away.
What was I going to
Good
say
player.
about
I
Josie?
don't know. What were you going to say?
I forgot.
Chasm's paying him a lot. Clearly likes him. $5 million over 4 years.
Who's Kaz's goalie?
That would be the illustrious Jonas Gustafsson,
Oh, the
who
monster.
just had his shoulder dislocated last night in Detroit. So
That's not as bad
that
as
was
you trading me
unfortunate.
Josh Harding and then him kicking the wall and breaking
I
his foot.
still feel bad about that.
No, don't feel bad.
I mean, that's a hilarious way to end up.
But
on
you
the
should
IR,
feel bad because
but
didn't you install that wall?
you caught me?
Ah!
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, I moonlight as a wall installer in St. Paul, Minnesota, in between my days at the bank.
That's where you've been hiding.
Yep.
It doesn't help that Chasm's in the Tupper Conference, so a couple years away. Is Yakubov going to turn into a good player?
No.
I don't watch him much in Edmonton. I did like how they asked him about defense, like, incessantly, and one day he's just like, I'm not going to talk about defense anymore. And the reporters... The reporters, like, if they were not reporters, they would be like, "Oh, okay, sorry, man, I didn't mean to bug you." But for a reporter, that's just oh, great, I've got my headline.
Okay.
Awesome,
Perfect.
like you're just
sold.
baiting me in the right way. Perfect. What do you mean you don't want to talk about defense? Why are you mad about defense?
Do you
defense,
not
you say?
like playing
What do you
defense?
mean? It's like, oh
Do you
man.
resent being told to play defense?
Number 26 on
Playing
this year's
prejudice.
list.
All right, we're moving on. We got less.
We're on
we got
pace to
less
spend
amount of
approximately
time.
5 minutes per team.
We're getting there,
Yep.
but I have a feeling something may need to be dealt with in the.
Parking lot situation's okay.
Okay.
It's under control.
Okay,
We've got our best woman on the job.
Number 26 is the Kansas City Crunch.
Hey,
that's
the
Kirk
GM of
Team.
that team is Kirk McRae.
He's got an interesting last name.
Well, that's my contribution to this section of the power rankings. Doesn't Kirk have an insane amount of money?
So
And the Nuge.
Funny.
More importantly.
I forgot about the most important part.
That's right.
It's funny you should mention the money
Oh,
because the word
yeah.
for the Kansas City Crunch
what's that?
is money.
Oh, I didn't know that. I swear, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Kirk has almost $90 million in cash.
Oh,
He's the Scrooge McDuck of our league. It's
that
amazing.
sucks. I have one. I have one money.
$1?
I think I have 1 million. I think I have 1 million, and I'm not.
I'd like to trade in my one money, please.
Yeah, I'd like a money.
Yeah.
Kirk, if you'd like to give me some of that money, I know you're a charitable fellow. You just pull some my way.
Draft picks for sale.
So Crunch have a lot of money.
Crunch have a lot of money.
Okay.
They don't have a lot of good players per se, but
Well, yeah.
with the exception of their young defensive decor,
Okay.
which includes Ekblad, Fowler, Letty, and Ryan Murray.
And Radko Gudas.
I'm not counting these two.
I just love the name.
I typed out like literally every single player in the league when I was doing the analysis, and some of the names are absolutely hysterical. But it made me feel like I didn't know very much, like even less than I thought I knew before. Because like some names, I'm like, that's not a name. That's made up. Like the sim has spit out some gibberish and just created a faux player to fill the roster. But apparently they're all real NHL.
Hey, you drafted one of those guys just this year.
Me?
Richard Nejeshik.
No, isn't it Nagelfort?
Nejechelb.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about me.
No.
What's this?
Richard? I shouldn't. Oh, my turn.
Oh, Eric's done! I win the pool!
Yeah.
I win the pool!
Richard
Alright, Mike, I was the
Nejechelb.
last one to swear on the podcast,
Round
and I'm
5,
not going to swear.
Second overall in the 2014 entry draft by Kansas City Crunch.
Nejechelb?
I'm going to go with that.
I think his first name is Richard.
He right now, his head is spinning around.
I know.
He's talked to this guy 14 times on the phone. So
It's the best that his first name is Richard. It's not like
I know, right?
some weird, like, wacky first name.
Not
It's
like Hayden Hockey.
what?
Goalie drafted this year. Hayden Hockey.
That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
That's not his name.
He's so mad when he got drafted. I wanted to.
He's got to be good at hockey.
Anyway, I digress. Gustafsson.
Casimir goalie's out. Apparently for several weeks. It's not funny. We shouldn't laugh, but it is kind of funny.
Terrible.
I don't mind engaging in a bit of Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude? It's not Schadenfreude?
No, that's the one that carried the ring into Mordor.
Damn
Frodo,
it!
come on.
Damn it! I gotta get this. I gotta get this terminology right. Okay, so anything else about the Crunch?
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, they have a great young decor.
Yeah.
They have loads of cash.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where they're hanging out right now. I mean, they have...
They have Scott Glennie. Oh, he'll turn that team around.
Oh, there's no question it's going to get good. It's just not this season or next season or the year after.
You're saying Kirk's got a 4-year wait?
Not the year after that.
Well, I mean, depends on when he decides to start spending as well. I mean,
exactly.
as soon as those young guys come to fruition...
He can single-handedly control the free agency market.
Yeah, I mean, he
wants
can...
to.
I was going to say,
and
this year wasn't the best for free agency, would you say? Or
I think this is what we're going to see. Like, I know we're lowering the ages, but as long as we've got that little franchise player kind of loophole...
the age is being, down to 29 in a couple years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But I don't think that'll really make that big a difference.
So, guys, when you're signing your RFAs, just keep that in mind. You may not want to do the maximum amount. Just to, I felt very smart for figuring that out all by myself.
I was impressed with that one.
Most of the time, I ask Eric and Matt what the hell I'm doing.
True.
And they're very nice to help me out, but this one I figured out all by myself. I did. Almost all by myself.
Henry's a big boy now.
Me? Sorry, that was Matt's wife.
My wife is not happy about that.
She burps. It's just...
Number 25 on the list.
Yeah, let's moving on. Number 25.
Is the Chicago Tigers. Henry, you have a prop for this.
Yes, I do. I have a prop. Oh, man, am I thirsty. Matt, do you have any beer I could steal?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a bunch of
Whoa,
beer.
some beer, you say. Damn, I wanted to get that right. Okay.
That was smooth.
Oh, look at that. Boy, I really feel like I could go for a tiger beer. Hey, Shital, hear me roar.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Anyhow, Sheetal, thank you.
Brittany knows it's Katy Perry's song. She's roaring louder than a tiger.
Yeah.
I'm just the worst singer on the planet.
Less loud.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Brittany, I'm sorry. Matt got me drunk. I'm not drunk. I just had like 2, and I'm really excited.
Thank you, Sheetal, for leaving a bunch of beer at my house when you and Michael were over,
much obliged.
over last week.
Delicious.
Henry is now taking advantage of
So
that.
good.
And it's now thematically appropriate, seeing how you are the Tigers. We're talking about the Tigers, and Henry's drinking the Tiger beer, which you left here 7 days ago.
Nice symmetry there.
It is.
That was really good, and I'm going to work on not being too loud.
The word for the Tigers.
What's the word?
It's anonymous. Because there aren't any exciting players on this team.
That is true.
Yet.
It's a collection of misfits.
But Cheetal manages to make the playoffs, whereas overpaid teams like the Gladiators with lots of names on their team don't make the playoffs.
That speaks to his clever GMing.
He's a
very
fellow.
clever fellow.
He
I
did
met him the once. He was a very nice fellow. Very clever.
He is.
He is. Shockingly enough.
What I want to do,
Playing out of Chicago,
what we will do either mid or late season is we'll get a bigger round table because we have 3 other GMs, I believe, in the Vancouver area. Wait, 2 more?
2 more.
Okay.
Well, there's always Bryce.
Stay tuned. Bryce lives in Edmonton, which I know. Shital will be joining us for some measure of some kind of power rankings later on in the year, but that's very hush hush.
Cool.
Don't tell anybody. So yeah, the Tigers. They came in the same time as the Millionaires and have done pretty darn well. I think it helps that they're in the conference with me, so they get to beat up on me now and then. But I'm looking at his lineup. I mean, he's low, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made the playoffs again because he somehow does.
Yeah, he's got some kind of crafty players on there.
Wait, did he make the playoffs?
He needs a goalie. He really needs a goalie if he wants to try and do something this year.
I thought he had Peter Buttigieg.
Maybe he did last year, but he does not any longer.
How's his draft pick situation looking?
Not too shabby. He's got looks like all of his picks this coming season.
Intact.
So that's good. He's had some pretty solid picks too.
Matt, you're right. Not too many names. He hasn't named names.
He has Anton Babchuk.
He does.
Oh, I do like that name.
Which, even though he's 29 years old and not currently playing in the NHL,
right.
That's an asset.
You know, Anton Babchuk has played 356 SICHL games.
How old is he?
He's 29.
Oh,
well, he's actually 30.
Hey, he got Kevin Fiala this year. That's not very nice of him.
I do like Chicago's uniforms. They're very sharp. You don't see too many uniforms that look like an orange creamsicle these days.
My
or a pie one, for that matter.
Sorry, we're having
the
technical issues. We're ruining your house. Brittany, are you happy I'm staying over and ruining your life?
Anton Babchuk has spent most of his SICHL career playing for my team, the Norsemen.
About half. Okay.
He also apparently scored 56 points in 2009-2010.
What?
And that wasn't the year where everybody had...
That wasn't a crazy season?
That wasn't the crazy
season. He scored 19 goals that season. How do I not remember this?
What's his ratings this year?
He's unrated.
Oh, he's unrated.
Does he play in the NHL?
He's completely useless.
Yes. Where is Babchuk?
No, I was being incredibly sarcastic. I said he was an asset.
I assume he's in
He's on his system.
Oh, it's in the system?
Yeah.
Does anyone actually go through their in the system list and buy out the people? Can we get rid of them? I think I have a guy in there. I think I have a guy in there drafted in like the 8th round, even though we don't have 8 rounds anymore, in like 2003. I should probably get rid of him.
Might be an idea.
Well,
I may want to buy out.
If you don't need the space,
I may want to buy out my worst draft pick ever, Alexander Picard.
Ooh.
I think I drafted the wrong Picard too. There were 2 of them.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Didn't Matt draft the wrong?
Matt did not draft the wrong Marshall.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
really
a sore spot. That's a very sore spot still.
Sorry.
We won't do that one. Instead, why don't we go to number 24 on our list?
Moving on.
The Havana Revolution.
Oh,
Viva la Revolution!
I love this team.
I do.
Really
I like Jeff's...
This is my favorite underdog.
I like Jeff's notice... Let's try this again. I like Jeff's attention to his Twitter account.
Yeah,
I feel like he's one of the most active Twitterites among the SICHL GMs.
Don't they just call them tweeters?
Yes. I like Twitterites.
Twitterites works too. Sounds like a mineral.
Or twits. Twitterite. So basically, if the Revolution were a mineral and they were on the periodic table, they would be... Their atomic weight would be 26. Or wait, what are they?
24.
24. Okay. I like Havana being terrible because they are in my division. How terrible are they going to be this year?
Depends how good Tyler Seguin can be this year.
Yeah.
Because he really is the entire team.
I almost feel like Seguin is underrated a little bit. He's one of the top 10 for in the NHL, but he's rated 77 this year?
Yep.
And one
That's
player
just off the top of your head. That's
no, I
impressive.
remember.
Yeah,
that is creepy.
I know. I check out my competition stats regularly. It just comes with the territory, boys. With pre-power rankings, you do a lot of preparation on other people's teams, not your own.
Havana is going to be good at some point. Maybe not this season.
Yes.
But
definitely not this season.
Well,
yes.
A couple tweaks here and there.
Can they squeak into the playoffs? Do they have any kind of firepower?
Well, like I said, they've got Seguin.
They got Seguin? Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Do they already have injured players?
They do. Yeah, Mr. Egan is down.
The preseason is so mean, man. I like how Mark's like, we're doing 2 weeks of preseason. And everyone's like, are you sure?
It's SICHL boot camp. Welcome to Hell Week.
I'm looking at all the stats and I'm like, oh boy, nope, remember, preseason doesn't mean a thing.
Yeah, so the word I chose for the Havana Revolution was
Good word.
And as I went through, I realized that there's pretty much there's Sagan and Huberdeau, and that's
and Jonas Hiller.
That's sort of it.
Yep.
Huberdeau had a bad sophomore year, didn't he?
Did.
But he's also in Florida.
Yeah. Eric and I had a conversation.
We had a discussion about Eric Goodbranson.
That said,
a disappointing human being.
Was he the number one?
No, but he was a 4th overall by the Nova Scotia Scooters.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Florida is a weird.
Called that one wrong.
Is a really, really weird area. I've been to I've actually been to 3 Florida Panthers games because I go down to Florida.
Really weird.
I know. I've actually been to more. I've been to 3 Florida Panthers games and a Thrashers game, and I haven't been to like anyone near Vancouver. Like none of the California games, none of Edmonton.
But you've been to lots of Canucks games.
Been to lots of Canucks games, and the Florida it's a very weird vibe. Like the Canucks.
America's armpit.
Yeah, I don't Florida's not great, but you get the when you go to a Canucks game, you're going to a hockey game. Everyone's so into it, and even in Florida, it's just so bizarre. I think they try really hard to make it enticing for the fans. They have a lot of cool stuff. They have jersey giveaways, and they have bubble hockey, and they do a good job. It's a good experience, but even when the game was really close, no one was really that excited. And I just go back to thinking of their '96 run where they had all the rats. I'm thinking, what happened to that? How did they go from that, where the team was obviously, the fans were obviously excited? Did they
captured the crowd?
Do they just need to be good, or was that just a one-time thing?
Being good would really help, and they unfortunately haven't experienced that since then. So tough to say.
And that is probably something that they are likely going to share with our friends in Havana this season.
It's too hot. We don't play hockey.
Oh, yeah. And with that said, number 23, Henry, who's number 23?
It's the St. Louis Spartans.
That's got to stick in Sean's craw.
But Sean's teams never make sense. I've been doing power rankings for a couple years now, and every time we look at Sean's lineup, because I think he has a good bunch of forwards, doesn't he?
He does. He always does. Yep, Kessel, Kunitz, Kessler, Stafford.
It makes no sense.
Okay, it drops off after the top 3. But
I think of 5 teams that are the most roller coaster among all teams for power rankings. St. Louis is in the top 3 of that. Every week was St. Louis is doing great this year. Now they're doing bad. They won 8 in a row. Oh, they lost 9 in a row. You never know what's going to get
though. Their defense actually is.
Well, Eric, funny you should mention.
Why
is that? What's that? What's the word?
Word of the Spartans is defense.
Ooh.
You know why? Because I like theirs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good reason.
Petrangelo,
but we've been
Carlson,
spending all this time talking about their offense. Sorry.
Petrangelo, Carlson, Shattenkirk, Stahl of the M variety. 4 great youngish defensemen. They also have Polak, which is just funny to say.
It's not racist.
And my boy Kevin Klein over there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They also
Schooners alum.
However, they do have a problem.
What's that?
Their goaltending is beyond abysmal.
Was it really? Who do they have?
Well, their starter is going to be a toss-up between Alex Stalik and Darcy Quimper. And
but Kemper's
I still don't actually know how to pronounce that one properly, because there's clearly a U, but they always say Kemper. So I'm going to insist on calling him Quimper.
Quimper?
Because that sounds vaguely anatomical, and I kind of
I think you're correct.
I'm thinking Quimper is...
So basically he's going to get scored on a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would expect so.
On the plus side,
if he needs to face
Kunitz.
8 shots a game to realistically make the playoffs.
What are Kunitz and Kessel's stats like?
Very good.
Let's find out here. A lot of scoring on that team.
They do
of scoring.
They do have a significant problem though as well. Now
their depth. Their depth is poor.
It drops off.
It drops off. They have a good top 4. In fact, they're rated 24th in offense overall in terms of depth.
Understood. The other problem they have is none of their centers can pass the puck.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
A valuable trait among centermen is a good ability to pass.
We're fairly familiar with Mr. Kessler here in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say, the passing stats on him, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
what's his passing?
It's 69.
It's not unfair, I'll say that.
That's pretty right. That's on point.
That's twice you've sworn in this podcast, Eric.
What did I say?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just being dumb. Yeah, I mean, somebody doesn't have to worry about their centerman's not being good at passing.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Right now, we want to talk about number 22.
Let's move on. And this is the last one in this section. Let's keep going.
And number 2 is surprisingly...
This hurts my heart a little bit.
This pleases the fudge out of me.
It's the Philadelphia Fire Ants.
Norm.
I'm trying to do my best Ferengi impression.
Why?
I can't. Because Norm's a Ferengi. Because have you been paying attention to the power rankings? That's Norm's thing.
He calls him that
I refer to him as a Ferengi because of all his shady dealings he does.
That does make sense.
And Norm has big ears, probably.
I've met Norm a couple times. He has very normal-sized ears.
Normal size ears.
How much of that beer have you had, Henry?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you need more Tiger?
I will in a bit.
Tiger.
Norm, it is
How
weird
is
to
that?
see. It is weird to see Norm come down.
I don't
But
understand that.
Norm was
I
very,
honestly
very
don't.
good for very, very long, and
His
there's only
team is
one
so
place to
good.
go when you're up at the top, and it's down. So,
So the word.
what's the word? What's the
Deceptive.
word?
This team is much better than
Yes.
than the mysterious power rankings have calculated.
What are you saying? That the infallible, totally accurate power rankings method is flawed?
I'm not
You
going
would
to lie.
never
Don't
suggest
lie.
something like that.
Don't
I'm
lie
not
to
going to
me.
lie. I don't want to do
Matt's
that.
hurting my feelings.
But I think that power rankings have failed when it comes to
Wow, strong language.
The placement.
I'm going to pretend I didn't
of
hear
the
that.
Philadelphia
I'm
Fire
going to
Ants.
pretend I didn't hear that. To be fair, I rated the Aces 18th last year, and they made the finals. So it's not entirely. You know what? It wouldn't be fun if it was entirely accurate.
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes art is flawed. Why will the Fire Ants be better than 22nd?
Because their forwards are, especially their top
And their
5 forwards,
defense
are
is very
outstanding.
They are. I mean, they're super top heavy. They got no depth past their top half, but it's a good top half.
Prove me wrong. Why are they good, gentlemen?
Well, because Dion Phaneuf continues to be the darling of the sim. Nobody gets rated that highly, that consistently.
Right.
Except for Mr. Dion there. They got Stamkos.
Yeah.
Seen Stamkos?
Yeah.
The
I've seen
reason
him. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
the reason you're
Good
wrong,
player.
Steven Stamkos, Joe Pavelski, Corey Perry,
Kyle
Kyle Poso, and apparently
Mike
Mike
Fisher.
Fisher has this bizarrely
Good.
high rating.
Doesn't he have Datsuk too?
Yeah.
No.
Who
He
is
had
Datsuk?
Datsuk.
Oh, he had Datsuk.
Datsuk went to the highest bidder this summer.
Oh, okay.
He also had Duncan Keith.
Yes, that's right.
Somebody nabbed him though.
The issue here is going to be goaltending, which
Okay. Who
I
does he have?
feel like is kind of a theme.
Oh, he's got Optimus Ryan.
He's got James Reimer and Ray Emery.
Yeah.
And Cam Ward, unfortunately, is
I
going to
will-
be disappointing.
I will say that like these three goalies, like 2 years ago, he may have had the best
Yeah.
goalie lineup in the
a
league, but
three-head
like
monster.
the three of them, this is probably the low points of all three of their careers. At just like it's just bad timing. Like it's not like they're not names and they're all starting goalies mostly.
I wasn't paying close enough attention, if I'm being honest, but I'd imagine Norm went pretty hard after the goalies in free agency this year, and just for whatever reason didn't
Actually,
line
I don't
them,
know if he did. I know the Riders got Miller.
And then didn't they promptly trade him?
Did they?
Didn't they? Am I making that up?
We need to look.
I'm going to go
The
back.
rosters
and
may
find
not be fully.
Hold that
updated.
thought.
Hold it,
it. Internet.
because we'll be right back. Thanks for watching the first video. Next up, we'll do teams 21 to 14.